If you're a person who works a 9 to 5 and you feel like you're unfulfilled, if you feel like this is not where you want to be, this is not where you want to go, this is not making enough money, you're not getting enough adventure, you're not getting enough joy, you're there, but your mind is always somewhere else, you're always wishing you could be doing something else, this video is for you. I'm going to share with you how I walked away from my 9 to 5 six-figure job some months ago, and I'm completely fulfilled right now. So with that said, when I walked away from my job, the first thing I identified is I needed to save some money. Make sure you're putting money aside for at least 6 to 8 months. Go ahead and start working on whatever skill it is that you want to work on. I hired 2 coaches. I hired a speaking coach because I want to be a professional speaker, as well as a content creation coach because I want to get better at this. So not only did I do that, I joined other groups that are local to connect with people who are doing the same thing. So I could glean from them and also pull from the leadership of those groups as well. So I've connected with them. I've connected with other people in my life that I knew was doing something similar to this. And I just built relationship with them so I could glean from them, so I could learn from them, so I could maybe even volunteer just to help them to get some opportunity to grow. With that said, the next thing you have to do is sit down and really figure out what fulfills you. What does your vision of fulfillment look like? What is your time? What would your day be? What would your work be? What would your impact be? What would your significance be? Why would that fulfill you? Answer that question, why? And then figure out how to turn it into income. So that process for me took about 4 or 5 months to figure out how to turn all that into income. Now, what I also need you to understand is I wanted to do this 15 years ago, but I didn't have the courage. I didn't have the confidence. I didn't feel like I had the skill. I felt like I needed to do all these things to get ready. But what I really needed to do was to develop the courage and the confidence in myself to know that I can do anything. And so with that said, I started to do all these things before I left my 9 to 5. So I'd already been working in the vein before I walked away. And before I knew it, just trusting in God, believing in grace, I started watching things develop. I started watching money come in slowly, and then it kind of grew, and then opportunities opened up for me. I'm telling you that if you prepare yourself, you can do it. If you spend some real time thinking about and analyzing, some real quiet, personal, alone time, analyzing what it is you really want to do, what you're called to do, what you're gifted at, you'll discover that vein. And the thing I need you to understand is your gift will make room for you. Your gift will make room for you. Spend some time with it. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has something that they can do. If you figure out what that thing is, if you spend some time discovering it, you probably already know what it is. You can develop a plan to live off of it. What I need you to remember is that the goal is growth. Growth happens in the journey. Enjoy.